Good morning, everybody. I'm Santosh. So, on behalf of Shankar Medical Academy, we are here to discuss a NEET question paper 2022, set T5. Okay, we are going to analyze how this is being covered by Tamil Nadu State Board syllabus. Okay, so we'll move on with this question. Okay, so the first question given below are two statements. Statement 1. Boiling points of following hydrates of group 16 elements increases in the order. So in the order கொடுத்திருக்காங்க இங்க. And statement 2. The boiling point of these hydrates increase with increased molar mass. So இந்த statement வந்து கரெக்டா தப்பான்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் நம்ம பார்ப்போம். பாத்தீங்கன்னா so this is the extract I have taken from State Board textbook. இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா கிளியரா கொடுத்திருக்காங்க ஹைட்ரஜன் பாண்டிங்னால பாயிலிங் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் வாட்டர் இஸ் கோயிங் டு பி மேக்ஸிமம். ஓகே, அமங் த சீரீஸ் பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஹைட்ரஜன் பாண்டிங் எங்கெல்லாம் இருக்குன்னா ஹைட்ரஜன் வந்து பாண்டட் டு ஆக்சிஜன், ஹைட்ரஜன் பாண்டட் டு ஃப்ளூரின், ஹைட்ரஜன் பாண்டட் டு நைட்ரஜன். இந்த மூணு கேசஸ்ல மட்டும்தான் ஹைட்ரஜன் பாண்டிங் இருக்கும். அதனால நம்ம வந்து இந்த சீரீஸ்லாம் இங்கெல்லாம் ஹைட்ரஜன் பாண்டிங் இருக்காது. ஸோ இந்த சீரீஸ் வந்து ஆஸ் பர் மாலிகுலர் மாஸா இருக்கும். அண்ட் ஆஃப்டர் திஸ் சொல்லி வாட்டர் வில் கம். சரிங்களா? ஸோ போத் த ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் இன்கரெக்ட். சரிங்களா? ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் வந்து the pH of the solution containing 50 ml each of 0.1 molar sodium acetate and 0.01 molar acetic acid. இது என்னன்னா pH of a buffer கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்லிருக்காங்க. sodium acetate and acetic acid. இதுக்கு என்ன ஃபார்முலா யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் நம்ம? the formula used is this Henderson's equation. நம்ம சிம்பிளி இந்த இத சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணா போதும். the values சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணா போதும். சப்ஸ்டிட்யூட் பண்ணா you will get the answer. so the answer is 5.57. சரிங்களா? நம்ம நெக்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन போவோம். ரெண்டு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. இங்க assertion reason. assertion என்னது? ICl is more reactive than I2. அந்த ரீசன் என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? ICl bond is weaker than II. இவங்க வந்து ரெண்டுமே கரெக்டா ரெண்டுமே தப்பான்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. சரிங்களா? assertion is correct. ICl is more reactive than I2. the reason is also correct because ICl bond is weaker than II bond. ஏன்னா ICl bond வந்து little ionic. So ionic bonds are little weaker compared to covalent bonds. சரிங்களா? Next question. Next question என்னன்னா they have listல வந்து alkali metals list பண்ணிருக்காங்க, அதோட uses list பண்ணிருக்காங்க. இத மேட்ச் பண்ண சொல்லிருக்காங்க. This option 3 is the correct option. Lithium and the electrochemical cell, sodium and the coolant, KOH is an absorbent of carbon dioxide, CS is used as photoelectrical cells. சரிங்களா? All this is present in the state board syllabus. இதுதான் extract. அப்படியே இருக்கு அந்த sentence, அப்படியே இருக்கு state boardல. சரிங்களா? We'll move on to the next question. Choose the correct statement. The correct statement என்னது? Diamond வந்து sp3 hybridized, graphite வந்து sp2 hybridized. இதுதான் கரெக்ட் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட். இது கூட அப்படியே நம்ம ஸ்டேட் போர்ட் சிலபஸ்ல அப்படியே கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. என்னது? graphite வந்து sp2 hybridized, diamond வந்து sp3 hybridized. சரிங்களா? நெக்ஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन. Which of the following statement regarding polymers is not correct? Polymers is not correct is thermosetting polymers are reusable. Thermosetting polymers are not reusable. See, what are thermosetting polymers? Thermosetting polymers, they do not become soft on heating. But set to an infusible mass. So, abdina they cannot be reused. சரிங்களா? So this is as such given in the state board. Next question. Again, incorrect statement கண்டுபிடிக்க சொல்லிருக்காங்க. என்ன incorrect statement? The incorrect statement is enantiomers are super impossible. This is wrong. Why? What is the definition of enantiomers? The enantiomers of definition is there in this chapter. What is it? Isomers are non-superimposable. Isomers are non-superimposable. It is not superimposable. Okay, so that is the correct option. Next one, the Iupac name of coordination compounds. Okay, this is the coordination compound. Here this is the cation, this is the anion. Both are complexes. Okay, so this is the correct answer for this. Similar compound வந்து நம்ம கொடுத்திருக்காங்க பாருங்க, ஸ்டேட் போர்ட்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? diamine silver 1. இங்க வந்து வாட்டருக்கு பதில் அமோனியா கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. சரிங்களா? Similar compound. Okay, the rules are also given how to name a coordination compound. அது கூட கொடுத்திருக்காங்க நம்ம டெக்ஸ்ட் புக்ல. சரிங்களா? So this is an easy question. Go on to the next question. Which of the following PV curve shows maximum work done? Maximum work done in the case la irukum. What does our textbook say? The maximum work done is represented by shaded area. So on the plot oda area கண்டுபிடிச்சா போதும். எதுக்கு அதிகமா ஏரியா இருக்கோ that will give you the maximum work done. You can see that this curve is having a maximum area. So the correct option is this, that has the maximum work done. சரிங்களா? Next question வந்து, there are two statements given. You have to say which statement is, what are the options, whether the statements are true or false. Okay, in this first case, the coagulation of negative salt, flocculating power is given in this order. Okay, other statement is positive salt and the flocculating is given in this order. For the positive salt, you should be bothered about the anions. Anions are the charges number. You have to keep that in mind. Okay, so what does power has to do with this? Pathina, greater the power, greater is the flocculating power. Greater the charge, greater is the flocculating power. Similarly for anions, greater the charge, greater is the flocculating. Saringla? So what is the correct of this statement? 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Okay, why is statement 2? It should be in this order. Okay, we'll go on to the next question. Which among the following is not an aromatic compound? Okay, which is not an aromatic compound? What is the condition for an aromatic compound? It has to follow these three rules. It has to be planar, it has to have delocalized pi electrons and 4n plus 2 pi electrons. You can see that everything has 4n plus 2 pi electrons. All the species is having 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Ana, except this, there is no complete delocalization. Seringla, there is no complete delocalization. This carbon is not involved in delocalization. So that is the correct answer. Seringla, we'll move on to the next question. So this next question is a match. Okay, you have to match between products and the reactions with carbonyl compound. This is a very straightforward question. Cyanohydrins engendu varum? HCN. Acetal vandu alcohol. Schiff's base vandu primary amine. Oxime vandu hydroxylamine. So this is the correct option. All this is discussed in the properties of aldehydes. Seringla? Next, standard electrode potentials are given for different things. Seringla? On the basis of the standard electrode potential, predict which of the following reaction cannot occur. What is this saying? The standard reduction potential vandu measure of oxidizing power. Measure of oxidizing power, greater the value of E0, greater is the tendency by the species to accept electrons. So based on that, the correct option is this. Okay, only the reverse reaction is possible. This reaction is, forward reaction is not possible. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. The incorrect statement regarding enzymes. What is the incorrect statement regarding enzyme? What is your textbook saying? Textbooks is saying that all these reactions are catalyzed by special proteins called enzymes. Okay, what they have given here, enzymes are polysaccharides. So this question is wrong. Okay, and we'll move on to the next question. What is this? They are given two statements. They are asking which of the statements is correct and or wrong. Okay, primary aliphatic amines reacts with HNO2 to give unstable diazonium salts. This is correct. Primary aromatic amines reacts with HNO2 to form diazonium salts which are stable even above 300 Kelvin. This is wrong. Why? So this is the correct option. Okay. What happened? Okay. See this? It's given here. Okay. Ethylamine, unstable. It forms ethanol. Okay. Aniline, it's an aromatic amine. It is stable but slowly decomposes. Okay. So that statement given about aromatic amine is wrong. Okay. So now next question povom. Next question povom. Another next question. Dalton's law of partial pressure is edhula correcta koduttirukanga. So this question is wrong. Why? The pressure of the ith gas is mole fraction into total pressure. Total pressure. P, not Pi. Okay. So we can see that it is given in our textbook. See, P total. Partial pressure of the ith gas is molar fraction of the ith gas multiplied by P total. So that is there in our textbook. Next enna koduttirukanga? Hydrates. Match the following. Hydrates koduttirukanga. Another magnesium hydride, germanium hydride. Magnesium hydride pathina it's an ionic hydride. Germanium hydride is electron precise. B2H6 boron irundale it's deficient. HF is electron rich. Seringla? You can see it over here. See here, ionic hydrides shown by alkaline. Magnesium is alkaline earth metals. Okay, and if you go further, see electron precise the germanium, B2H6 the electron deficient. HF mattum tharala. Based on these things, you can find out what is HF. Next, 68th question. Another, they are given boiling points of aldehydes and ketones are higher than hydrocarbons of comparable molecular masses because of weak molecular association due to dipole-dipole interactions. So this statement is correct. There is dipole-dipole interaction because of which its boiling point is higher than hydrocarbons. What is the second statement? Second statement is boiling points of aldehydes and ketones are lower than that of the alcohols. This is also correct. Why? Because alcohols have stronger hydrogen bondings. Okay. So what is the correct statement? This is the correct statement. You can see that from the chapter. See this? Aldehydes and ketones have dipole-dipole interaction. And this dipole-dipole interaction is weaker than intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, because of which it has a boiling point lower than the corresponding alcohols. Okay, so that was an easy question. So we'll move on to the next question. Next question another, identify the incorrect statement. Incorrect statement another, oxidation number of potassium in KO2 is +1. Potassium is an alkali metal. Always the oxidation state for alkali metals will be +1. Okay, this is also there in your textbook. It's there in the problem. But see here, superoxides has oxygen, oxygen or oxidation state -half. இது இங்க கால்குலேட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க பாருங்க. K ஓட oxidation state வந்து +1. சரிங்களா? So that is there in the textbook. Next question பாப்போமா? Which amongst the following is incorrect? Again incorrect statement எதுன்னு கேக்குறாங்க. Oxygen is diamagnetic. This is only incorrect statement. Why? You can see it here. O2 plus. Okay. O2 ஓட தந்திருக்காங்க பாருங்க. O2 ஓட இதுல வந்து there are two lone pairs of unpaired electrons. So O2 plus na one unpaired electron is lost. But again you are left with one unpaired electron. சரிங்களா? Because of which it is paramagnetic. Okay, this question is there in your state book textbook also. Okay, among this which is diamagnetic? The correct answer is this is diamagnetic. These two are paramagnetic. Okay, so we'll move on to the next question. So what mass of 95% pure calcium carbonate will be required to neutralize 50 ml of 0.5 molar HCl? சரிங்களா, இது வந்து this is the balanced equation they are given. Okay, so you can calculate it using this method. The number of moles of calcium carbonate required is half into 10 moles of HCl. Mole of HCl, how do you find out? They have given you the molarity. They have also given you the volume. சரிங்களா, using that you can find out this. Okay, then how will you find out weight? Weight is related to moles and molecular weight using this formula. Okay, from this you got moles, from this you got molecular weight. Okay, from this you will get how much, what is the weight of calcium carbonate. So in the formula use panni you can find out what is the amount of impure sample that is required. Okay, you know what is the weight of pure sample. Pure sample is 1.25. okay, what is the percentage purity? 95. So either solve panna you will get this weight of impure sample, that is equal to 1.32. okay, so this is a very easy problem. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, what is this? Geldahl's method for estimation of nitrogen. So which among the following will show can be estimated using Geldahl's method? So Geldahl's method cannot be used when nitrogen is part of a ring. This cannot be used. சரிங்களா, இந்த nitrogen part of the ring இருந்ததுனா this will not work. Okay, again azo compounds இருந்ததுனா this will not work. Okay, what else is there? Nitro also cannot be estimated using Geldahl's method. So the correct answer is aniline. Okay, this is not there in the state board, but in NCERT textbook they have given these three compounds specifically will not show, cannot be estimated using Geldahl's method. So this is a very easy compound. Identify the incorrect statement. What is the incorrect statement? This is the incorrect statement. What is it? Shapes of dxy, dyz and dzx orbitals are similar. So this is correct to each other. And dx square and dz square are similar to each other. This is wrong. This is not similar. Okay, why? This is the shape of dzx, x square, y square and dz square. So that has 4 lobes, whereas this has only 2 lobes. Okay, so there's a difference in the shape of the 3D orbitals. So the given graph is a representation of kinetics of a reaction. They have given you a graph, they have plotted y against x and the graph is parallel to x-axis. So in which case it will be parallel to x-axis? When the reaction is 0 order. When the reaction is 0 order, what will happen? And when the reaction, for a first order reaction, if you plot T half against concentration, what will happen in these two cases? In these two cases, it is independent of concentration. Concentration term is not there. Again, this is the first order T half for a first order reaction. It is independent of concentration. Concentration term kadiyadu idhula. So if you are going to plot this against concentration, then you will get a parallel line along the concentration axis. சரிங்களா, சரி, next question another. Amongst the following, which one will have maximum lone pair repulsion? Which one will have maximum lone pair repulsion when there are more number of lone pairs? எதுக்கு அதிகமா lone pairs இருக்குன்னு பார்க்கணும் நம்ம. So all these things are given in state board textbook. You can see that IF5 ka, IF5 ka 1 lone pair. Okay, SF4 க்கு வந்து again 1 lone pair. XCF2 க்கு வந்து 3 lone pairs. And CLF3 க்கு வந்து 2 lone pairs. So which will experience more repulsion where there are 3. So XCF2 will have more lone pair repulsions. Seringla? So that was a very easy question. This is again an easy question. What is that? In 1 molar solution contains 0.5 mole then of a solute. So that is how much solvent they are asking. So this is the formula you have to use. Okay. Molality 1 molar is equal to number of moles 0.5 moles by mass of the solvent. This you have to find out M. So if you solve that you get M is equal to 0.5 in kg. So 0.5 kg. How much is 0.5 kg? That's 500 grams. Okay, so that was very easy. Right? Straight from the textbook. So this is also easy. What will happen when this RMGX reacts with CO2? So it's there in your textbook. See, example given is for methyl grignard. Okay, and also phenyl grignard. So what happens? Both reacts to form CH3 COO MgBr or phenyl COO MgBr. So correct option is this. Okay, so this is the correct option. So next question. So given below are two half cells of the reactions. சரிங்களா என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க இங்க oxidation potential கொடுத்திருக்காங்க இங்க வந்து reduction potential கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So they are asking you to see whether permanganate will liberate oxygen from water. So what is the reaction for that? This is the reaction for that. So this is the reaction for that. So நம்ம வந்து accordingly you have to take the reactions above. So this is what is given above. This reaction is reversed. This reaction is reversed. Okay, when you reverse the reaction, you have to change the potentials. Okay, then just add both. So what is the answer? By adding both is what you get. So this is the correct answer. Okay. Next is the two statements are given. The acidic strength of monosubstituted nitrophenol is higher than phenol because of electron withdrawing nitro group. This is correct. Okay. What about statement 2? Ortho, nitro, para, meta and para will have the same acid strength. This is wrong. Why? Because nitro groups are ortho para directing. Ortho and para directing. So they will withdraw electrons only from ortho and para position. So these two will be more acidic when compared to meta. Meta is less acidic when compared to these two. So this statement is wrong. Okay. So the correct option is this. State 1 is correct while 2 is wrong. Okay. This is also given in your textbook. See this electron withdrawing groups such as nitro groups on phenol. Okay. So first statement. This is the first statement. What is the second statement? Acidic nature of phenol, especially when they are present in ortho and para. This enhances when they are in ortho and para. So meta is not coming in this case. Correct? So we'll move on to the next question. Oh, this is very easy. See, what is the Iupac name of an element with atomic number 119? What is the atomic number 119? You have to just take this. What is it? 1. 1 is Un. Another 1. Another Un. Okay. Then 9. What is 9? N. Then you have to last add IUM. Okay. So this unanium. So this is very easy. Right? Next question. Which among this statement is not correct about diborane? Okay. They are given that boron atoms are sp2 hybridized. So this is wrong. Okay, in your textbook it is clearly given. The boron atoms are all sp3 hybridized. This diagram is also given in the textbook. Okay, so this statement is wrong. See, again there are two statements given here. One is assertion and another is reason. They are asking whether the assertion and the reason are correct. Okay, what is the assertion given? In a particular point defect, an ionic solid is electrically neutral. Is electrically neutral even if its cations are missing from the unit cell. Okay. What they are given is for Frenkel defect arises because the cation is going to the lattice site. Okay, so this is correct. Assertion is correct. Reason is also correct. But this is not the correct explanation. What is the correct explanation? See, in the case of metal deficiency defect, this is not a Frenkel defect. What happens? They are given the example of FeO. If Fe2 plus ions are missing, then Fe3 plus ions will replace them. What they are giving to maintain the electrical neutrality, twice the number of other Fe2 plus ions in the crystal is oxidized to Fe3 plus ions. So by this oxidation process, they will maintain electrical neutrality. Okay, so the assertion and reason both are correct, but the reason is not the correct reason. Okay, this is again match the following. In list 1 is given you drug class. Okay, in list 2 is given you drug molecules. What is this? Antacid is a cimetidine. This is given in your textbook. Okay, antihistamines. Antihistamines is celdane. In your textbook, what they have given is terfenadine. Terfenadine. Okay, terfenadine is also called as celdane. So this information is missing in your textbook. Again, analgesics is morphine. You would have studied. It's a narcotic analgesic. Okay, morphine is a narcotic. Okay, again this is salvarsan. So salvarsan example is not given. Okay, but if you know the other three, you can find out what is the correct answer. Okay, so partially this is covered by the Tamil Nadu State book. Okay, you can see that morphine is analgesic. Okay, what is this 84th question? Which of the following is suitable to synthesize chlorobenzene? Okay, this is wrong. Phenol and nitro, this what they have given is Sand-Meyer's reaction. For Sand-Meyer's reaction, what you need is aniline. Okay, in this benzene with HCl, HCl is chloride. So chloride is nucleophilic, it cannot react. Aniline with HCl, it simply forms salt. Aniline is base, it will react with acid. So the correct option is this. Okay. Chlorination, see it's given in your textbook. FeCl2, benzene and anhydrous FeCl3. Okay. Next question. Gadolinium has a low value of third ionization enthalpy because of high exchange enthalpy. Why? What is exchange energy? Exchange energy is the energy released when two or more electrons with the same spin can exchange their positions in the degenerate orbitals. If they lose 3 electrons, what will happen? What will happen is they will obtain this where 4f is 7 orbitals, right? So each will have an unpaired electron. So this is going to be more stable. So because of this, it can easily attain this configuration. So the reason is high exchange enthalpy. Okay. So we'll move on to the next question. Which of the following is not formed when acetone reacts with 2-pentanone? So what is this reaction in the presence of dilute NaOH? The reaction is aldol condensation. Okay. The correct answer is 1. Why? Because this is a pentanone. This is pentanone. Okay. If you start numbering them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What they have used here is 3-pentanone. When you use 3-pentanone and acetone only, you will get this product. But what they have asked is 2-pentanone. Okay. So this is the correct answer. This compound is not formed. Okay, again this is a problem from the quantum mechanics chapter. What is this? Radius of a second Bohr orbit of He plus. Ion is 105.8 picometers. What is the radius of Bohr orbit of Li2 plus? So what is the relation you have to use? This is the relation. Radius is directly proportional to n square and inversely proportional to z. Okay. Then you have to substitute for Li2 plus. For Li2 plus, n is 3 and z is 3. For He plus, n is 2 and z is 2. Now you have to take the ratio of both. If you take the ratio of both and solve it, you will get R3 is equal to 158.7 picometers. Okay. So this is from this question is from solid state. Copper crystallizes in FCC unit cell. They have given you the edge of the unit cell. Density also they have given. So calculate the atomic mass of copper. Okay. So what is the formula you have to use? This is the formula you have to use. You simply substitute, simple substitution only, and solve it. You will get this answer. Direct substitution only. Okay. This is, they have given two statements. You have to say which statement is correct and which is wrong, that they have asked in Lucas test. Lucas test is used to distinguish primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Okay. And this is the reagent. So this is correct. It's called Lucas reagent. Statement 2 is primary alcohols are more reactive. This statement is wrong. Okay. What is the more reactive one? Tertiary alcohols. Tertiary alcohols are only more reactive. Why is it? They immediately form carbocation. Okay. So that is the reason this carbocation is stable because of hyperconjugation. Okay. So because of that, only tertiary alcohols, this is wrong, tertiary alcohols are more reactive. Okay. So that is the wrong statement. So this is the correct one, option. Statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is incorrect. This is yet another easy problem. A 10-liter flask contains 64 grams of oxygen at 27 degrees centigrade. Okay, assuming ideal behavior, the pressure inside the flask, what is the equation you have to use? PV is equal to nRT. Okay, V is given 10. Okay, this 64. So what is the moles? It's for oxygen 64 by 32. 2. Okay, R is given as, and T is 300 Kelvin. You have to convert this into Kelvin. Simply substitute and solve it. You will get this as the answer. Okay, direct substitution. Next, the compound X on reaction with ozone followed by reductive. Zinc is used for reduction. Okay, so this is an example for reductive ozonolysis. Gives formaldehyde and 2-methylpropanol. So what is the compound X they are asking? What is this is given in your textbook. You can see that what happens if you use ethene on ozonolysis, you get 2-formaldehyde. What happens? Simply this bond is broken, you get this. Another example is given as propane. Simply break the bond, add oxygens. You got formaldehyde and you got acetaldehyde. Okay, so what they have asked here is, what does it form? It forms formaldehyde and you have 2-methylpropanol. Okay, so after ozonolysis, you are getting this. So you have to simply join these two by a double bond. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 3-methyl-butadiene. 3-methyl-butadiene. Okay. So that is the answer. What is the next question? in neutral or faintly alkaline medium, KNO4 oxidizes iodide to iodate. So this question, this equation, this is the particular equation that represents this. This is not there in state board syllabus. This equation is not there. This reaction is not given. Okay, what happens? KMNO4 becomes MNO2. Here in KMNO4, the oxidation state is +7 for manganese. For this, the oxidation state is +4. MNO2 has got +4 oxidation state for manganese. So what happens? It is going from +7 to +4. Manganese is going from +7 to +4. Okay, but this equation is not there in the state board syllabus. This is also an easy, for a first order reaction, the products, initial concentration of A is, which becomes this after 5 minutes. What is the rate constant they are asking? So what is the equation for the first order rate constant? This is the equation. What is T? This is 5 minutes. What is A naught? Initial concentration, that is 0.1, which becomes this after 5 minutes. So this is 0.001. Okay, you substitute and solve it, get this direct substitution. Okay, this is not at all complicated one, direct substitution. Okay, what is this? They're asking you to find the EMF of this cell. Okay, the reaction is given. Okay, and E naught cell is given. The E naught cell is given as 10.5 volts, but it's actually a typo. You have to use it as 1.05. Okay, that is only the correct thing. What is the equation you use? This is called the Nernst equation. Okay, Nernst equation, you have to put the concentration of products by concentration of reactant. You have to ignore these two. These two are solids. Okay, you can consider them as concentration as 1. So you have to ignore them. Okay, if you solve them, you get this. Okay, just put the values, you get this as the answer. Okay, but if you put 1.05, you will get this one as the answer. Okay, but here is what they have given us, 10.05. It's a typo. If you put 1.05, then you will get this one as the answer. Okay. So what is this reaction? What is the product formed from the following sequence? You have taken a nitrile. What nitrile is it? Benzonitrile. You are reducing with LiAlH4. What happens when you reduce? You get the triple bond gets reduced. Triple bond of nitrile gets reduced. It forms this. Okay. Then you are using NaNO2 plus HCl. What is this? Diazotization reaction. Diazotization reaction. Okay. What you get is this. Okay. So what kind of diazonium salt is it? Is it a aliphatic or an aromatic? It's a aliphatic diazonium salt. Why? It is attached to aliphatic part. Although there is an aromatic ring, this diazonium is attached to aliphatic part. So aliphatic, this, as you know, it's unstable. So they will immediately decompose, and you get benzyl alcohol. Okay, so the correct answer is 3. See here, reduction is given in your textbook. Reduction from nitriles. Reduction using LiAlH4. Okay, you will get nitriles will become amines. Okay. And similarly, you have seen primary amine, aliphatic amine. They are not stable, unstable. It give you the corresponding alcohols. Okay, so the answer is benzyl alcohols in our case. Now this is another straightforward question. They have given you the names of the ores, okay, and the composition. Okay, it's there in your textbook. See, hematite is Fe2O3, magnetite is Fe3O4. Okay, calamine is zinc carbonate, left out is this. Okay, so that is also there in your textbook. Okay. So the next question is the order of energy absorbed which is responsible for the color of the complexes. What happens in the presence of in complexes? D orbitals are split as T2G and EG. Okay, D orbitals are split as T2G and EG. The splitting will be large when the ligand is strong. Okay, when there is large splitting, then the energy to undergo DD transition, the energy to undergo this transition will be more. So in which case will it be more? When the ligand is strong. You can see that this is the spectrochemical series given. Okay, and you have seen that En is on the extreme right, right? So En is a strong ligand. So if a complex has more En, then the splitting will be more and the energy required for the transition will be more. You can see that in C there are 3 En molecules and followed by A. A has 2 En molecules and B has only 1. So the order is C, A and B. Okay. So that was a very easy question. The answer is also there in state board syllabus. So this is another one. You have to write the Iupac name of the compound. So what you have to do is you have to take the longest chain. Okay, and according to the rules, the priority should be given to hydroxy compound. So you have to name it in such a way that this hydroxy gets the lowest numbering. This way you can number or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you number this way, then hydroxy will have 3. Okay, so it is hexane 3 all. So there are 2 options. Okay, then you have to number this as per alphabetical orders. Substituents as per alphabetical order. So bromo comes first because it has B. So bromo. Then comes chloro. Chloro is 5th position. 5 chloro. Then methyl is in 4th position. 4 methyl. So the correct answer is this. Okay, that was a rather simple question. So this is again an easy question from equilibrium. So given there, equilibrium between oxygen and ozone. Okay, they have given you the equilibrium constant also. Okay, then concentration of this. So what is the thing? You have to write the equilibrium constant from this equation. Okay, so what they have given, they have given Kc, they have also given this. So you putting these two and solving this for this, you will get this as the answer. Okay, this is the answer for that. That is option number 4. Okay, that is also straightforward substitution of values. Okay, this is the last question. The pollution due to oxides of sulfur gets enhanced due to the presence of, they have given you 4 options. Okay, so what happens is in the presence of particulate matter, what happens is sulfur dioxide is getting converted to sulfur trioxide. Actually, this catalyzes this reaction. Okay, in the presence of ozone, what will happen? Ozone also, what happens is the sulfur dioxide is getting converted into sulfur trioxide. Okay, sulfur trioxide is more harmful than sulfur dioxide. So that is what they are meaning by enhancing. And also in the presence of hydrogen peroxide, what happens? Hydrogen peroxide, it forms even more harmful acid. So what happens in these 3 cases? This gets enhanced. So the correct option is this one. Okay. The correct option is particulate matter, ozone and hydrogen peroxide. In presence of hydrocarbons, nothing will happen. So the correct option is option. Okay. So you could have seen that most of the questions that were asked for the NEET exam were found in the state board textbook itself. So around 5 to 6 questions were not being able to answer. Some of the questions partially you could answer based on the state board syllabus. Okay, so that's all for chemistry.